Welcome back to Journey to Novelist, and we are on the Camp NaNoWriMo April 2022 Day 12 exercises. Now, if you've been following along with these exercises, you should be at the same point we are with your writing, and that is at the first pinch point of the story. And the pinch point is the first place where the opposing force that is your antagonist or your antagonist's minions starts to be felt by your character. They become aware that all is not great in this world if they think it's great, or they realize there is a threat out there if they are having a hard time already. So it's that realization that there is a threat. It's where the antagonist is shown as being a bad guy, or that your reader starts to realize that there is an antagonist out there somewhere, and your character needs to be able to make a decision at this point to go on even though there is an opposing force against them. And that is, it's a decision the character has to make. You as a writer cannot force them forward without good motivation on the character's part. So we are still working on the middle of the story, that 50% that falls right in the middle. And we are still in the first half of that middle where your character is reacting to things. So with all that in mind, let's go to exercise 1, where we want to make a list of all the possible opposing forces, including your primary antagonist. And we also want to identify what issues they might have with the protagonist themselves, if they have them at this point. You also want to have some sort of motivation as to why the antagonist is doing the things they are. Your antagonist needs to have their own motivations and goals that they are trying to accomplish. That will help you to build out the points of your story. So, we're going to take 4 minutes to make that list. 4 minutes on the clock. When you're ready, set, go. Two minutes remaining. And that's time. So that's our first exercise. Now we have some idea of who our antagonist and possibly their minions are. So let's move on to exercise number 2 for today. And for this exercise, but what we want to do is we want to come up with a list of actions that these bad guys might take. That is, concrete actions, they're stepping stones to their own goals. Make a list of those and how they would affect your character at this point, and also why the antagonists or these bad guys are doing these particular actions. So we want motivation for those actions. And if you're ready, let's get set and go. One minute remaining. Okay, that's the timer. We have one more sprint for today. And this sprint is going to be to make a list of possible ways your character could get caught up in the actions of the antagonist or the other bad guys in the story as they complete these actions that move them closer to their goals. So if a building is put to fire, why is your character at the fire or in the building? So some ways that your character can get caught up in things. We're going to go ahead and put 3 minutes back on the clock. When you're ready, set, go. 1 minute remaining. And that's time. So if these sprints and exercises have been helpful for you, then please subscribe to the channel or at least to the playlist so that you get updates as to when I release these videos. The sprint video will follow this one, so please watch that if you've done these exercises.